Hello and good morning. Welcome to the 2024 International Conference on Digital Economy and Law, Artificial Intelligence and Media Communication. I'm Dr. Abdul Haq Sinajki from Faculty of Business and Finance, University Tunku Abdul Rahman. And today I'm going to share with you some insight on the next frontier, how digital economy innovations are shaping global market in 2025 and beyond. So, what is digital economy transformation impact? Digital economy actually is rapidly transforming the global economic landscape, and as we approach 2025 and beyond, its influence will only intensify. This is because digital technologies are reshaping how business operate, government strategize, and consumer interact. Basically, by 2025, the digital trade is expected to surpass traditional trade in many regions, which will unlock new growth opportunities and enhance global connectivity. Central to this transformation is the rise of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and 5G. And these innovations are driving productivity increases, creating new business models, and enabling more inclusive global economic participation. However, while the digital economy presents vast opportunities, it also brings new challenges. Issues such as, for example, the digital divide, cybersecurity risk, and regulatory hurdles need to be addressed to ensure that all countries can benefit from these advances. So, for instance, while internet use has soared globally, gaps remain particularly in low and middle income countries. So, for example, in 2022, only 25 of individuals in low income countries had access to internet compared to 80% in high income nations. Furthermore, the rapid expansion of digital platforms and services, which are expected to contribute over 25% of the global GDP by 2025, must be matched by investment in infrastructure, skill development, and regulatory framework. So, as a business and a government prepare for this digital future, understanding this trend and proactively addressing the challenges they present will be a key driving in the next frontier of the global economy. So, the rise of platform-based economies. Platform-based economies actually has emerged as one of the most significant shifts in the global economic landscape, fueled by a growth of digital platforms that enable business to scale rapidly and disrupt traditional industries. So, countries such as or companies, such as for example, Uber, Airbnb, and Alibaba have leveraged digital technologies to create ecosystems where buyer and seller can interact directly bypassing traditional intermediaries. And by 2025, it is estimated that platform-based economies will account for nearly 25% of the global GDP, reflecting their central role in economic activity. And again, this platform provide an unparalleled access to a new market, enabling small and medium-sized enterprises to reach customers globally without needing significant capital investment. So, the scalability of these platforms combined with advancement in cloud computing and mobile connectivity has democratized access to global market. But however, this rapid growth of platform-based economies also raises concerns about market concentration and regulatory challenges. In many cases, a small number of dominant platforms control a vast amount of economic activity, and this leads to concern about anti-competitive practices and the need for updated regulations to ensure a fair competition. However, The rise of gig economies, also tied to a platforms, has introduced a new labor market dynamics, creating a job that often lack traditional employment protections. While these digital platforms offer significant benefit, particularly in emerging market where access to traditional business model is limited, they also highlight the need for governments to implement policies that ensure fair and inclusive growth, such as improving digital literacy, data privacy protection, and addressing labor rights within a gig economy. Then again, we talk about expanding the digital trade and connectivity, where digital trade is supposed to be one of the primary drivers of global economic growth by 2025, with cross-border e-commerce and digital services generating trillions of dollars in global trade. And this expansion of digital platforms and connectivity has made it easier for businesses, particularly in emerging markets, to access the international market, where it offer product and services and participate in a global value chain. So digital technologies such as cloud computing, mobile payment, and big data analysis are enabling seamless trade transaction and reducing barriers to a market entry. For instance, the global e-commerce market, valued at over 5 trillion in 2022, is expected to grow by an additional 2 trillion by 2025. But however, there are significant disparities in digital infrastructure between regions. For example, in 2022, while 90% of high-income countries had access to a vast, reliable internet, only about 30% of low-income countries had similar access, and the median internet speed in low-income regions was far slower than in high-income region. So we talk about integrating advanced technologies like AI, blockchain, and 5G. And AI has a potential to generate over 13 trillion in global economic value by 2030, with an application spanning from healthcare, agriculture, to finance and manufacturing. AI ability to automate tasks, optimize operations, and personalize services is unlocking unprecedented levels of efficiency and productivity. But however, the widespread adoption of AI raises important question about job displacement, ethical consideration, and the need for regulatory frameworks to guide us to use it. Again, when we talk about blockchain, also on the other hand, is providing solution to issue around data security, transparency, and accountability in industries like finance, logistics, and healthcare. And we have, meanwhile, the rollout of 5G technology expected to transform connectivity, supporting the massive increase in connected devices and enabling applications such as autonomous vehicles, smart cities, and Internet of Things. As of 2023, 5G adoption is expected to grow 1.2 billion connection by 2025, representing a crucial step in enabling the next generation of digital innovation. So together, all these technologies will create a new business model, improve efficiency, and drive new market opportunities across the globe. Then we talk about data infrastructures, which is the backbone of digital economy, where as of the amount of data generated globally continues to increase, driven by the rise of Internet of Things, social media, and digital services. Robust data infrastructure becomes essential for managing this growing volume. By 2025, global data creation is expected to exceed 180 zettabytes, more than doubling the data volume from 2023. But however, there is a significant gap between high-income and low-income countries in terms of data infrastructure. While high-income countries have more than 30 internet exchange point IXPs per country, low-income countries have fewer than 10, contributing to a higher data cost and slower speed in this region. So, in fact, by 2022, less than 25% of the global connected data centers were located in the low and medium income countries. This disparity creates barriers to digital inclusion, limiting the ability of business in underserved region to fully participate in a global digital economy. And I think that to bridge this gap, substantial investment are needed in data infrastructure, particularly in rural and underserved urban areas. So the role of artificial intelligence also is shaping global market, as is expected to contribute over 13 trillion to the global GDP by 2030, revolutionizing sectors like healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, and finance. But for instance, in healthcare, AI is improving diagnostic accuracy and personalizing treatment plans, while in manufacturing, AI-driven automation and predictive maintenance are optimizing a production process. One of the most significant way AI is impacting global market is through automation, which is increasing efficiency and reducing operation costs. However, AI also presents challenges, particularly in concerning the future of work. Automation has, for example, the potential to replace jobs in certain sectors, especially those that involve routine and repetitive tasks, which could lead to a significant labor market disruption. According to McKinsey survey, up to 800 million jobs would be displaced by AI and automation by 2030. I think that to mitigate this, countries need to invest in reskilling and upscaling initiatives to ensure that workers can transition into roles that require high level of digital and technical skills. And a blockchain, which is decentralizing digital transaction, blockchain potential to revolutionize financial services, supply chain, and governance is immense. In the finance sector, for example, blockchain enables faster and more secure transaction without the need for intermediaries, significantly reducing the cost and increasing efficiency. By 2025, the blockchain technology market is expected to reach 69 billion, reflecting growing adoption across various industries. In supply chain, a global chain allow the real-time tracking of goods, ensuring transparency and accountability while reducing fraud and errors. In governance, blockchain also being used to implement secure voting system, reducing the risk of electoral fraud. But despite its promise, the widespread adoption of blockchain also technology face several challenges, particularly regarding scalability, regulation, and security. For instance, blockchain networks can become congested with large volumes of transaction, and the environmental impact of blockchain mining has raised concern due to the high energy consumption associated with proof of work protocol. And we talk about cybersecurity and privacy challenges in the digital economy. The rapid adoption of this digital platform, as I say, and services has increased exposure to cyber attacks, data breaches, and other malicious activities. And according to cybersecurity ventures, cybercrime is expected to cost the global economy 10.5 trillion annually by 2025. The frequency and sophistication of cyber attacks, cyber attacks are also rising with industries such as healthcare, finance, and e-commerce being particularly vulnerable. So as digital transformation accelerates business, we must implement robust cybersecurity measures to protect sensitive data and ensure continuity of operations. But again, as companies collect vast amount of consumer data, privacy concerns have become a central issue. So with implementation of a stricter adoption, for example, of adoption of data protection regulations such as European Union General Data Protection Regulation, government are beginning to recognize the importance of protecting consumers' privacy while enabling the flow of data and innovation. Again, the economic impact of digital unicorn and startups, where these digital unicorns or startups valued over 1 billion have become one of the most significant symbols of the digital economy potential. And these companies are rapidly scaling their operation and disrupting traditional industries through innovative digital solutions from fintech to e-commerce. The rise of digital unicorn has fueled economic growth, job creation, and technological investment. For example, India alone saw 50 new unicorns created between 2020 and 2022, making the country as one of the fastest growing startup ecosystem globally. And these unicorns have contributed billions to the economy and are at the forefront of the digital revolution, creating solutions that address pressing challenges like financial inclusion, healthcare accessibility, and logistic efficiency. So I can say that in 2021, the global venture capital funding reached 643 billions, with a significant portion directed toward technology-driven startups. So government must create a supportive environment for digital startups by providing access to funding, easing regulatory burdens, and promoting digital skills development. So building resilient digital economies through innovation. For example, when we experienced the COVID-19 pandemic, where it demonstrated the importance of digital resilience, as businesses that had already embraced digital transformation were able to maintain operations and adapt quickly to the challenges posed by pandemic. By companies that adopted cloud computing, remote working tools, and a digital payment system, were able to pivot rapidly, ensuring business continuity and minimizing disruption. As the global economy becomes increasingly dependent on digital technologies, government must prioritize innovation as a means of building resilience. So investment in digital infrastructure such as broadband networks, and data centers is essential for ensuring that businesses and consumers can access to tools and services they need to thrive. So, again, fostering a culture of innovation requires investment in research and development, digital skills training, and supportive regulatory frameworks that encourage experimentation while ensuring consumer protection and facilities. So collaboration between government, business, and academia is essential for fostering a culture of innovation. Then we can talk about the digital public infrastructure (DPI), where it enables scalable services, where these DPI represent the backbone of a country's digital economy, where provide essential services such as digital identity payment system and public services platform. DPI also enables the delivery of scalable and efficient services to citizens and business, ensuring that digital solutions are accessible, secure, and inclusive. So I can say, for example, in India, the Aadhaar digital identity system has rationalized the public service delivery, reaching over 1.3 billion people and facilitating the disbursement of benefit and payment. Moreover, the DPI is crucial in facilitating digital inclusion, ensuring that all segments of the population, including marginalized and rural communities, can access government services and opportunities in the digital economy. So government must prioritize investment in inclusive infrastructure such as a broadband network, digital payment system, and universal identity platforms to close this gap. So what is the economic value of digital patent and intellectual property? So the digital economy has given rise to a significant increase in the number of patent and intellectual property or IP filings, particularly in areas such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and software development. And these innovations are crucial to the growth of the digital economy as patent protect new technologies, incentivize further research and development, and contribute to economic growth. By 2025, the global patent market is expected to grow substantially, with ICT-related patent accounting for the majority of global finding. So we have emerging economies must strengthen the IP protection to foster this local innovation and attract investment, where also government must create robust IP laws that not only protect innovation but also foster an open collaboration and knowledge sharing, balancing protection with accessibility. Then we need to also think about sustainability and greening of digital infrastructure, where the global ICT sector, for example, which include data centers, telecommunications, network, and electronic devices, is responsible for approximately 2 to 3% of the global greenhouse gas emission, a figure that expected to rise as demand for digital services continues to increase. However, there is a growing movement within the industry to reduce the carbon footprint of digital infrastructure throughout the adoption of sustainable practices. For example, many large tech companies are transitioning their data centers to renewable energy sources, and there is an increasing focus of energy efficient technologies such as 5G, which promises to be a more energy efficient than previous generation of mobile network. By 2025, it is expected that over 50% of global data centers will be powered by renewable energy, up from 35% only in 2022. And rich digital technologies like AI can also help optimize energy consumption in other industries. So I would suggest government, business, and consumer must collaborate to promote energy efficiency technologies and support circular economies in electronic and incentivize the green innovation. So global investment in digital economy infrastructure, we have investing in digital economy infrastructure is essential for unlocking the full potential of the digital economy, particularly in developing countries, where infrastructure such as a broadband network, data centers, and cloud computing services are foundational for accessing and leveraging digital economies. In 2022, for example, the global investment in broadband infrastructure exceeded 400 billion, which with much of this investment directed toward high-speed internet access and 5G networks. However, significant gap remains, particularly in the low and middle-income countries, where internet penetration rates are far lower than the high-income countries. For instance, while 90% of people in high-income countries had access to mobile broadband by 2022, only about 30% of population in low-income countries have similar access. So I can say government must intensify private sector investment in infrastructure, especially in underserved region, to close these gaps. So what is the future work of the digital economy? We have the World Economic Forum predict that automation and AI will lead the displacement of 85 million jobs by 2025, particularly in sectors such as manufacturing, logistics, and retail. But however, these same technologies are also expected to create 97 million new jobs, particularly in the fields such as data analysis, cybersecurity, and AI programming. Actually, there is a gain of around 7 million. The future of work in the digital economy will require a significant shift in the skills that workers need to succeed. So digital literacy and technical skills will become essential for many roles, making upskilling and reskilling initiative as a key priority for both government and businesses. So, for example, countries like India and Brazil are already investing in the digital skills training to ensure that their workforce can meet the demand of the digital economy. Then navigating the regulatory complexities of the digital economy, where government face challenges in regulating digital platform and technology across borders, particularly with data privacy taxation. For example, in the European Union, the General Data Protection Regulation has set a global standard for data privacy, yet many countries lack comprehensive data protection laws. But again, global cooperation is necessary to harmonize digital trade regulation and data protection laws, where regulatory framework must balance innovation and consumer protection to foster the thriving digital economy. Then data sharing and privacy concerns also in the digital economy, where the growing amount of data created has raised concern over privacy and security. But data breaches also cost business 5 trillion annually, and privacy law like GDPR has set global standards. So government must collaborate to create international frameworks that protect data while enabling digital trade. So the digital skills and education, where we need to prepare the workforce for the future. As I say, by 2025, nearly 60% of the job will require digital literacy, making upskilling and reskilling essential. In 2022, approximately 40% of business worldwide reported difficulty in finding employees with the necessary digital skills. So global skills gap in the digital literacy is growing, with 40% of business that are unable to find employees with necessary skills, where government and businesses must collaborate on education programs to ensure workers are prepared for digital economy. For example, several countries in Africa have begun implementing digital literacy programs to increase internet access and improve digital skills, which has already shown positive results in terms of employment and economic mobility. Then we talk again about the venture capital and the rise of digital startup, where the venture capital funding is emerging in emerging market, particularly in fintech, e-commerce, and healthcare has surged. In 2021, global venture capital funding exceeded 643 billion, with a significant portion directed toward tech startups. In instance, in Africa, the number of venture capital backed tech startups grew by 60% in 2021, with funding reaching over 4 billion, a record high. And these digital startups, often referred as a unicorn, once they reach a valuation of over 1 billion, are transforming economies. So challenges for startups include limited access to international market and follow-on funding. Then the digital economy and inclusivity, where we need to create opportunities for all, because digital technologies can improve access to services like healthcare, education, financial inclusion. But however, the digital divide persists, with over 3.7 billion people lacking internet access globally in 2022. Government must invest in digital infrastructure and inclusive policies to ensure equitable access to the digital economy. For example, Digital India initiative has made a significant stride in expanding internet access and providing digital services to rural and marginalized communities. Then, as a conclusion, I can say the digital economy offers a significant growth opportunities, but challenges like digital divide and cybersecurity risks remain. The innovation discussed through this keynote, for example, AI, blockchain, digital platform, and data infrastructure, are revolutionizing industries and creating a new venue for economic growth. But again, as I say, realizing the full potential of digital economies require addressing key challenges that need to be addressed. For example, government, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in shaping the future of digital economy. By, for example, investing in digital infrastructure, we can foster innovation, we ensure inclusivity, and we create a robust regulatory environment. And also we can create a digital economy that benefit everyone, foster sustainable growth, and share prosperity. So the digital economy is not just a future, it is already here, and the action we take today will determine how we navigate the next frontier of economic transformation. I think that if we understand the implication of these technologies and proactively address the challenges they bring, we can ensure that the digital economy remains a force for a good, driving economic prosperity and improving lives worldwide. This is what I want to share with you. Thank you so much, and please feel free to ask questions. I will be happy to answer your question. Thank you.